Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Tiki Deck. Here we are, the beautiful Tiki Deck. And I have an extra super special guest today. The lovely, the enchanting, the divine Debbie Collins.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, David.
Thank you for being here.
You have such a beautiful deck.
Well, it's the Tiki Deck, and
It's
we're all set up.
I love it.
We're waiting for you. Deb, of course, is super familiar to Theatre Orangeville audiences. Sexy Laundry.
Yes.
Your brilliant Judy Garland show that we did a number of years ago.
Yeah.
The Last Christmas Turkey.
Last Christmas Turkey.
Can you do the owl thing for me?
Ooh. Ooh.
That still kills me.
Something like that.
Something like that. Dan Neal's Last Christmas Turkey. And of course, you've been with us a couple of times in the past year.
Yeah.
As Margaret from
Margaret from the Walmart.
From the Walmart, which is everybody's really super enjoyed. Thank you for contributing to those videos. They were super great. So what have you been doing? What's going on with you? What's the summer been like? What have you been doing?
I've been doing like everyone else, waiting for things to get started again.
Right.
And I just came back from doing a live outdoor show at the Sterling Festival Theatre. Actually, not at the theatre, but at the Sterling Fairgrounds.
Right on.
And it was wonderful. It was called Drive-In, the Drive-In Musical. And we had people drive up in their cars and tune in on FM radio to hear the show, or they could hear us over the loudspeakers. And it was just a nice, feel-good show. Boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl. They get together at the end and they have a wonderful life. But a lot of great 60s music.
And now we don't have to see the show, because now we know how it ends. We know how
all
it begins, what the middle, and what the ending is.
Well, the show's over now, so
okay.
Unless we do it again somewhere, just forget what I said and come and see it and enjoy it.
The drive-in thing is really cool, because last year the town of Orangeville started a drive-in concert series.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of neat. I mean, hard to land a laugh though, with people just kind of honking their horns.
It's true.
How did that work?
Well, it's when you're used to listening to your other partner in the show, which is the audience, and you're not hearing anything from them. You're just kind of like, well, I guess we'll just keep going, and you just do your best, right? But it's part of what our new reality is going to be, I guess.
Yep.
It is for now anyway, and we were just so grateful to be out there. And we did talk to people after the show, and they were very emotional about coming back and seeing us again up on stage. So,
well, we found the same thing with Mark Crawford and Chase the Ace. Like it was just, for me, I always love watching. Many times if I'm in the theater, I'm watching the audience. I want to see how they're responding to it. Are they kind of like yawning or, whatever. But there was just such joy of us being able to safely, because we've been tested and all that kind of stuff for us here today, but for us to gather safely, but just to say to like, for me, it's like looking somebody in the eye, because when we're on a Zoom call, I can't look you in the eye because I'm busy looking at the thing, right? So to actually kind of make that connection there, it's so powerful and so beautiful.
Well,
so
we've all missed it.
Absolutely.
So
you have a cocktail that you want to share today.
I do, and I jumped in really quickly with this decision to make this particular cocktail. But if you run out of people you want to drink with, I've got a couple of others up my sleeve.
Oh, hey,
if you know what I mean, and I think you do.
Well, it's not like we don't have enough booze.
I know we have. Well, I'm being inspired here, but
this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's stuff that I just couldn't bring it all out because,
it's too heavy.
I wasn't sober enough. This is just the stuff that wouldn't break.
Okay, good.
So what are we going to make today?
Well, I love the idea of making a dirty martini, dirty vodka martini, extra olives.
Oh.
And I only make these when I want to get really dirty. So
nice.
You've been forewarned. Okay.
Okay.
So, I brought with me
Today's my lucky day.
brought with me some local Beatty's vodka from the Alliston Distillery.
Now you live up in this neck of the woods. This is your local distillery, isn't it?
This is my local. I've been putting them back in business. Actually, they started making hand sanitizer as well at the beginning of the pandemic. But they have several flavors of delicious local vodka made from the potatoes grown right here in Alliston. And
thank you, Beatty's Vodka. Deb will accept a case for that.
That's right. I sure will. And
you should do their commercials.
I should do their commercials. I could do their commercial.
I thought that was beautifully done.
I actually will go to the distillery and say, you know what I just did for you guys?
We're going to send them a link. And now it's made from potato. It's actually a vodka that is really made from potato.
It says formed, distilled, and bottled in Alliston, Ontario, farm-crafted potato vodka.
And it even has a number on it. Like it's part of a small batch. That's like number 2 or something.
It's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
It's good stuff. So we're going to use it. Are you
Okay,
going
I've got
to use yours? Your
well,
local
we can
vodka?
try that. I've also got, this is a vodka. It's called Comrade. And it's got this really kind of very sort of Soviet-looking kind of label.
Yeah.
And this is from the Elora Distilling Company, just down the road in Elora. And I haven't actually tried this one yet, so I might try with this. I might go with this. This one is like a lot of vodka, not necessarily made from potato. I mean, traditionally, when it first started, this is actually made with winter wheat.
Nice.
So we're going to see what that's all
Yeah,
about.
it'll have a completely different flavor.
It'll have a completely different flavor, but we're sort of
Delicious.
working on the same thing.
Great.
You have a passion for martinis? Is this your...
When I want to go out for a fancy dinner.
Right.
And I want to order a cocktail before dinner, will usually order a dirty vodka martini because although I do like sweet as well, I sometimes just fancy the savory of a dirty martini.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I felt like doing.
It's going to
today.
be like drinking like the sea is just I'm going to feel like I'm like the ocean or something because I love it.
Delicious.
I haven't had one in super long time. I haven't had a vodka martini in a long time. Do you like gin? Like do you like a gin martini sometimes or
I prefer the vodka
prefer the
myself,
vodka? I totally get it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people the botanicals and all that kind of stuff. And as you say now, because if they're making flavored vodkas too, like I mean I don't hold with like chocolate martinis and all that kind of stuff. I'm more of a traditional guy. I like it to be clear, I guess. I haven't had a vodka martini in a long time. I'm looking forward to this. And I
Great.
certainly haven't had a dirty one in a
Wow.
long time. I'm just saying.
You can always count on me for that, David.
Well, I know. And
you know what else I brought?
Ooh.
I brought not just olives, but jalapeno stuffed olives. Dirty and hot. Hot and dirty.
Hot and dirty.
Martinis.
A hot and dirty martini.
On a beautiful day like this, we should be doing a hot and dirty martini, right?
Well, apparently that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's get some ice.
Okay, we've got some ice.
Let's see if we can put some of this ice in. Let's put all of this ice in here.
Okay, now wait a minute. First controversy right out of the gate.
Okay.
Shaken or stirred?
I shake it.
Wow, okay, because you've got that's a very James Bond
I know.
kind of thing. The martini is one of those drinks, is one of those classic drinks, but there's camps. Gin, vodka,
Yes.
shaken, stirred, and of course
Twist,
olive.
Yeah.
So it's you make it any way you want it because it's delicious. But this is a very controversial thing we're about to do.
That's right.
So let's do it.
after the fourth one, who really
Well, you know
gives
what?
a crap?
What is it? How does it go? I'm very fond of a martini, 2 at the very most. 3, I'm under the table. 4, I'm under the host.
That's it.
Dorothy Parker. I don't know where that came from, but
I love that.
I'm going to have this as a tattoo. Okay, so I'm putting a bunch of ice in here.
Let's put a bunch of ice in our
Okay.
shakers. And now let's, I like to use the glass to
Okay.
measure the amount of vodka.
Ho, ho, ho.
Because I know I'm going to drink a whole glass full.
Okay.
So I'm going to pour
I love it.
vodka into my glass.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Like you say when, and I'll go when.
When? Yeah, because if you're going to do it, you're going
Oh,
to
well, apparently we're doing it.
do it.
Okay,
And then you can pour that in here,
okay.
right? And then you're going to get some, what makes it dirty is the brine
Okay.
from your jalapeno olives. So I'm going to pour a bit in here. I don't really measure this either, just kind of, how dirty do you want to be today?
That's plenty dirty.
Let's be pretty dirty today.
Okay, we're pretty dirty.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't use the vermouth.
You don't use the vermouth.
I don't
Okay.
use the vermouth because I
I'm
want
loving
it to be dirty and not sweet. I want it to be.
What? Not even dry vermouth? Not even like? No.
Would you like some?
No, I mean because I think that the olive brine is going to kind of.
The olive brine
Yeah.
is what does it.
It's kind of a Winston Churchill thing, right? Mm-hmm. He just poured cold gin into a glass and then bowed towards France. That was the extent
That's
of.
as dry as it
That
gets.
was his. You can't get much drier than that. Okay,
And
now
that's it.
the
This is pretty
controversy
easy. And now
starts.
we do the shaky, shaky. Shake your martini. Shake your martini. Yeah. Okay. That
Oh, it's
ought to
getting
do it.
cold. It's getting real cold.
Oh, that feels nice.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, be careful
Done?
when you take this off because it can sometimes overflow
Oh,
there.
I've had my problems with cocktail shakers over the last
I've heard.
couple of weeks.
And now you can use this glass, or you can use a woman-sized glass.
Oh, a Debbie Collins size glass.
And get this one right here. And that's what I'm
Here.
drinking out of.
Can I? Go for it.
I'm doing it. Look at that nice cloudy dirtiness in there.
That is fabulous. I'm going to put my cloudy, dirty drink into a smaller glass.
Okay. And I've taken the liberty of making some.
I'm surprised how much of that glass it filled.
It does. And here's your dirty olives.
Oh, thank you. Oh, fabulous.
Okay, so
Oh.
cheers.
Okay. Cheers, Jen.
I love that this is a glass. I love this.
Well, it's especially just for you because I knew you would.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wait a minute. That's awesome.
You know, they say you're supposed to have between 5 and 10 servings of fruit and veg a day. There's at least 2 in there.
Well, I mean, there's 4 olives, so
Perfect.
we're halfway there. This is delicious. It's lovely. Next, I'll try one with the beaties because I'm really keen to try it. But this gin from Aloria is delicious.
With
or
your-
vodka.
Your wheat vodka?
But the brine and it is. It's like I'm swimming in the ocean and I swallowed a big thing of seawater. Only it tastes good. Not like that. So I was doing some reading about the Dirty Martini.
Yes.
And apparently the real proponent of it was Franklin Roosevelt.
Really?
Franklin Roosevelt apparently was the one who really kind of put it on the map as a thing. Is that apparently he was quite, I don't know if he put it in a glass that size.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
But you know, he apparently and sat down with like Stalin and Churchill and gave them dirty martinis, and I guess that's how the war was won or something. I don't know, but it was really kind of an interesting thing. But also, I mean, this is the man who ended Prohibition in 1933. So I mean,
Right.
you know, he had a thing about drinking. I don't mean that, you know, if there's any Roosevelts out there, I don't mean that disparagingly, but pour yourself a big one.
Yeah.
So there we are.
It's delicious.
It is. It's really, really great. It is. It's like, So now, we're gonna kick back with this, but we want to. I feel like I need a little something to nibble on.
Okay.
What would be perfect, for in your books, to go with this martini?
I think a charcuterie platter.
Could you say that again?
Charcuterie.
Oh,
Some nice
so
cheeses
French.
and some. I speak many languages after I drink a couple of these.
well, I'll say.
Yeah.
So like a nice cheese board with some like prosciutto and
Yes,
some salami,
and deliciousness. Yeah. Like savory, right? To go with.
Yeah, no,
this.
it has to be savory. It's got that it's got that thing, and I guess you can make it as dirty as you want, as you say.
That's what
'Cause,
I
mean,
always say.
You know, olives too, though, are such an acquired taste, right? Some people, like I love olives. I love that. I'm like you, I guess. If I crave something, I don't usually crave chocolate or something. I want like cheese, or I want something kind of more
savory,
in that kind of way,
salty,
right?
crunchy.
Salty, crunchy, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is beautiful. That would be perfect with that. We're going to have to order one up. And when we're having our, say it again.
Charcuterie.
Oh, when we're having our charcuterie. See, I don't say it as sexy as you do. And if we were going to put on a record, there, I'm dating myself. Putting on a record.
Put on a record.
We're putting on a record.
I remember records.
Ah, yeah. What should we be listening to when we're having this drink?
I don't know. Louis Prima jumps to mind.
Oh, that's a great choice. Louis Prima. Well, where did that come from? You just pull that out of your...
Banana split for my baby, a glass of plain water for me. Huh?
Perfect. Because now, normally, I mean, we wouldn't be having this drink standing out here in the blazing sun on the
It's
TV
true.
deck. We'd sort of wait till the sun went down. It was sort of at least after 5 o'clock for us to convince ourselves that we could start drinking.
Yeah, but-
basically just straight booze, which is
But you
what
know,
it
we're
is.
celebrating here. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, I haven't seen you in so long.
And
so that's...
I thank you for inviting me, and I do want to say that I love everything that you do for this community, and I love Theatre Orangeville, and as long as I can be involved in it, I am a happy woman.
As long as you keep bringing great vodka and sharing great drinks, yeah, of course.
I will do it.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bless your heart. This is delish. It tastes like another already.
It's definitely got panty remover in it, I think.
Cut.